great. So what I'm doing if I'm Simon is this. So Simon's starting The X Factor in a couple years to compete with American Idol. It's his new show, which he's actually bringing over an existing show he has in Great Britain. And he's been talking about some other potential judges for that show. It's not dissimilar from the American Idol format. Some of the people he's mentioned are Cheryl Cole and some other people from Great Britain. I think you bring Cara DiGuardi and just put a merciful end to American Idol. I think they've had a run of 10 great years. Some years have been better than others. For example, I think Chris Allen was a great pick. Taylor Hicks, don't really enjoy him at all. But we'll see how the season hashes out. I know everyone is predicting Crystal Bauer Sox will win. I am going to go on the record on this 26th day of March and say that will not happen. Here's why. She has a syndrome that I like to call the Chris Daughtry syndrome, the assumed winner, the Hillary Clinton spot, if you would, the one who everyone says is going to win and everyone says is the inevitable choice. Well, I think that's going to come back and bite her, because last year we all said it about Adam Lambert too, but we all didn't say it because Nick Barbati knew better. This year's winner for American Idol is going to be Siobhan Magnus, and I think she is going to be the breakout star. You know why? You can see she wants it. And Crystal, I'm sorry to tell you, you don't show that. So I will usually under these circumstances say I'll happily be proven wrong, but I'm not happily proven wrong. I don't want her to win, so we'll have to see where it all turns out. But sticking with these TV competition shows, this is the first week of Dancing with the Stars. Dancing with the Stars started off with a bit of a bang, but it also exposed a lot of the what I would like to call the unfairness of this show. I mean, Nicole Scherzinger started off, and she gives this beautiful performance, and it was great. Well, to be fair, you were a glorified dancer for the past couple of years for the Pussycat Dolls, an overproduced music group who had great choreography and the best choreographers in the world and music directors. How, Buzz Aldrin is supposed to compete with that, I have no idea, but he shouldn't even be on the show anyway. With that said, Kate Gosselin, who I do not enjoy, was on the performance, and she did all right. Shannon Doherty, I thought, she needs to stop with the nerves and also stop playing the emotional card. We get it. Your father had a stroke, and that you're doing this for him. It's very admirable and certainly something worth supporting. But I'm telling you, up your game too. Lose the attitude. Dress a little bit better. They all have these tacky dresses on, and there's what is it called? The mother of the bride. Here comes Shannon Doherty, all dressed in black, lace gloves. No, that's not going to win it. I'm predicting a winner for Dancing with the Stars this year. As much as I would like Shannon Doherty to get it, I think it's going to be Pamela Anderson. I think she has that Nessie quality that everybody just loves, and who can deny seeing her bouncing around and acting like a mess on stage? Who's going to want to vote that out? Not me. So, as you can see from the screen, though, we have two other things to talk about. We have Rosie O'Donnell and Heidi Montag here. We're going to get their last two topics for Hot Topics this week. The Hills, as of yesterday, has officially been canceled. Now, this news is coming on the coattails of Heidi Montag getting cast in the latest Ron Howard film. It's a cameo, but she's doing bigger things. Heidi, who I probably will be unpopular for saying looks beautiful post plastic surgery. She said she had 10 procedures. I think a lot of them don't really count as procedures. They just count as little cosmetic enhancements. I think she's got a career in front of her, but she's been making some strange decisions lately. Heidi hired a spiritual advisor to be her new manager and then fired him. There were reports on the set of The Hills that Spencer Pratt threatened to physically harm a female producer. So it's gotten a whole lot of sloppy. But what I will say about Heidi is I think she has a really nice career ahead of her if she stays focused. Lose a little bit of the fact that she's in on the joke, that she's doing things that she's not really good at. But actually, she's got some couple good songs out there. You probably groaned when I said that, or you maybe gave me the ugh of the week. But check out Body Language, which actually was a song she performed on the Miss Universe competition earlier this year. It's actually not a terrible song, and one that may have made the top 25 of my iPod at one point. Don't judge me. This is a judge-free zone. But we talked about Ellen earlier. I think the story of the week is there were moves made in daytime TV land that don't include me or Dan Pinkston or Jamie Maypoo. Rosie O'Donnell has started a show, and in terms of the production of a new show that was set to debut in September 2011. What does September 2011 mean for daytime? Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Oh, that's right. Oprah is leaving daytime in September 2011. So, we do not know for sure if Rosie O'Donnell is to inherit the Oprah Winfrey spot, although Oprah is syndicated via ABC. Rosie's show, which was from 1998 to 2002, was on ABC. She was on The View, which was on ABC. I think what this means is that Rosie is getting the daytime spot. Now, taking into account, a lot has happened since 2002 when Rosie left her show. She left with super high ratings, a lot of Emmy Awards, really was beloved. The Queen of Nice, somewhere along that way, became the Queen of Mean. And everyone remembers her View stint, which, you know, everybody at the time seemed to dislike Rosie, but the ratings for the show were super high. I don't know that this show is going to be politically leaning, the one she's producing now, but I think that she added a lot of excitement to daytime, and more important than anything, she got a lot of women talking about a lot of issues they wouldn't have otherwise. So, for everybody out there who groaned when they heard Rosie's coming back, I say, I think you're crazy. I hope Rosie comes back with a bang. Adds a little bit more of an edge to daytime. You can only take so much of the sugary sweetness of Ellen and then the toned down Wendy Williams. Rosie, bring it and bring it hard. We're going to come back after this break with Ryder Real Time, a new feature, Ask Nick. You know, I just had to borrow from Wendy one more topic. They gave me 4 questions that I'm keeping in my Lucky Altoids box. I don't know what they say. It could get messy. We'll see you soon. Before we get started with our another new feature here on Ryder Real Time, which of course is Ask Nick, I want to give a special shout out to Wendy Williams out there, who's been one of the major inspirations for the new evolution of Ryder Real Time this year. Wendy, we hope you put this on your show, and I just want to look at you and say, how you doing? Thank you so much for all of your help. But we are here with Ask Nick now, and let's open up the box. I don't know what these questions are, and they promised me that they're going to be entertaining. So let's see what we have here. We have 4 questions. Let's see what we got. What's your philosophy in life? Okay. Well, my philosophy in life is simple, in that you treat people how you want to be treated, the golden rule in life. But I would also say that philosophy in life, it has to be that you do what makes you happy. And you do what, at the end of the day, when you go to bed at night, you can say that you lived a really fulfilling day, you lived it to the best of your abilities, and that if for whatever reason it's your last night going to sleep, you could be proud of everything that you've done in your life. So whoever asked that about my philosophy on life, I welcome further discussion. If you'd like to come to my office, the Bart Luedeke Center 136, located right next to the photo ID office. Very thoughtful question. I think it requires a lot more time than you would say the Ryder Real Time set has to offer, but I thank you for that. All right. Okay. Here to be number 2. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Okay. Well, I'm 25 right now, which is not old for anybody out there who might think it is, and the time goes a lot faster than you would assume. So what does a 35-year-old Nick Barbati look like? I would say that by then I would hope to have a house and kids, probably divorced once or twice in between that point. I would say I want to still maintain a lot of the friendships that I currently have. Maybe I'll still be at Ryder. Maybe I will. Who knows where the tide will have taken me at that point. But I would hope that by that point I will have a master's degree. Maybe by that point be a director of campus life somewhere. And I think sticking with working with a lot of the students that I really love. I don't know that Ryder Real Time will be in by then. If we do every season for a semester, I don't think it'll be in its 20th season. And if so, I mean, it's been a rough life for me. Nothing has stopped that show from expanding. But who knows? Maybe I will have won an Emmy Award by then. Maybe I will have been in a movie by then. Maybe my radio show that will be starting soon will have taken off. I don't know. I started off the show by saying a lot can happen in a year. Well, a real lot can happen in 10 years. I think back to when I was 15. Pinkston, when I was 15, let me tell you a story. I was starting high school, and I was nervous as can be. I wasn't the Nick Barbati you know now. I was extremely shy. I had glasses, a bowl haircut. I used to wear this sweater. My 9th grade. I can picture my 9th grade photo. I had a brown sweater with this terrible red stripe across the top of it. And my first